When do you think ordinary people first met color? Not painted walls or sunsets, but wearing it, owning it, choosing it. Was it when factories arrived, when fashion began? No. It happened because of an accident, a strange experiment in a tiny London attic. But here's the twist. It started not with fabric, not with art, but with a search for medicine. How could a cure for malaria possibly give birth to the color purple? Let's find out. In the mid-19th century, malaria was killing millions. The only known cure, quinine from the bark of South American trees, was rare and expensive. So one ambitious chemistry student was given a challenge: find a way to make quinine artificially. He was young, brilliant, determined, and during one of his experiments, his flask filled with a strange, dark sludge. Nothing like quinine, nothing useful. A total failure, or so everyone thought. When Easter vacation came, he didn't stop. In his family's small apartment on Cable Street, he built a crude lab on the top floor. Most students took a break. He brought his failure home. He thought, what if that strange residue wasn't useless after all? He decided to test it again, alone. This time, he used aniline, a substance made from coal tar, and let the reaction unfold. The result looked just as hopeless, a thick, sticky mess clinging to the glass. But when he washed it with alcohol, the liquid came alive. A deep, impossible purple spread through the flask. It clung to his fingers. It shimmered under the light. What was this? It wasn't medicine, but it might be something even greater. He didn't tell his professor. These experiments weren't part of his assignment. They were off the record. So he built a secret lab, a small hut in his family's garden, and invited his brother Thomas and his friend Arthur Church to help. They ran tests in silence, night after night, trying to understand what this purple substance really was. They dipped silk into it, and the color held. It didn't fade, it didn't wash out. It glowed, rich, royal, alive. How could something made from filthy coal tar create a color that once belonged to kings? Coal tar, the same black residue burned in city gaslights, was considered waste. But in that hut, it became gold. The boy had turned industrial leftovers into a chemical that could transform fabric forever. He didn't just find a new color, he found a new idea: that science could create beauty where nature never had. He named it Mauveine, and the world would never look the same. For thousands of years, purple was power. The ancient Phoenicians made it from snails, thousands crushed for a few drops of dye. In Rome, only emperors could wear it. But now, the color of kings was mass-produced in factories. The secret shade of royalty was flooding into the streets. Queen Victoria wore mauve at her daughter's wedding. Parisian fashion houses raced to copy it. The mauve mania began, and history's most exclusive color became everyone's. But the story didn't stop with fashion. This mistake opened the gates to an entirely new world, the chemical industry. That single accident proved coal tar wasn't waste. It was a treasure chest of hidden compounds. From this one purple dye came the birth of Basf, Bayer, and Hoechst. And from the same discoveries that made mauve came perfumes, plastics, photography, and even modern medicine like aspirin and antibiotics. So how did a failed cure for malaria lead to the rise of chemistry itself? Because one boy refused to stop at failure. His name was William Henry Perkin, a student who tried to make medicine and accidentally colored the world. He became wealthy, but fame faded. When he died, the color mauve had already gone out of style. Yet in 1906, the Crown remembered. They knighted him, Sir William Henry Perkin, the man who turned waste into wonder. He didn't cure disease, he created color. And from that secret attic in East London, the world's first synthetic dye was born. And with it, a revolution that touched everything we wear, print, or build. So when you see purple today, remember, it came not from nature, but from a boy's stubborn curiosity and one extraordinary accident.